Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and welcome to the 187th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Alright, and first up, getting right into news, I want to talk about Apple's upcoming flagship iPhone 6 smartphone. Recently, there's been a plethora of alleged leaks and rumors surrounding the upcoming device. And this week in particular, numerous alleged iPhone 6 related images have hit the web. So thus far we've seen a claimed front panel for the device, a case leak that surprisingly features a repositioned power and lock button, numerous claimed iPhone 6 batteries seated in a production tray, crude physical mock-ups of the device, and now even new renderings based off of this week's case leak, which is actually what I think a lot of Apple customers hope the iPhone 6 will look like. However, I'm not too keen personally on the repositioned power and lock button. Whenever I use an Android device with the lock button on the side, no matter how big the display is, I always accidentally press it. So I hope to see the iPhone 6 maintaining its predecessor's position for the power and lock button. And if you're interested in any of the purported iPhone 6 leaks and rumors, I did actually create an in-depth video where I sort of pieced everything together, and I'll have a link to that down below. And next up, actually an image of what's said to be an integrated front panel and display for Apple's upcoming iPad Air 2 or second generation iPad Air. Now essentially, by integrating both the front panel and the display into a single component, Apple will effectively cut down on the overall thickness of the device, and they can actually either go two ways with that. They can use the space saved to increase the battery and beef up other internal components, or they can just reduce the thickness of the device altogether. And now next up, let's talk about jailbreaking, more specifically iOS 7.1, the current jailbreak status. And unfortunately, nothing has really changed. The iPhone 4 is really the only device that can be jailbroken on iOS 7.1. Other than that, Evasion 7 still functions on all devices running iOS 7 through 7.0.6, of course being Apple's latest public firmware that's still supported by Evasion 7. When Apple did release 7.1 to the public, they effectively closed a number of vulnerabilities that Evasion 7 exploited to achieve an untethered jailbreak, again on iOS 7. And following the release of 7.1, new utilities were pushed out that essentially made use of OpenSnow and GeoHot's 2010 Limerain hardware-based A4 exploit. And the last device to be supported in iOS 7 that features an A4 CPU is the iPhone 4. So that's why the iPhone 4 is the only device that can be jailbroken on iOS 7.1 as of now. And actually, the developer of GeekSnow, a popular OpenSnow-based utility that I created an in-depth tutorial on, is planning on updating his tools soon to include various bug fixes for the iPhone 4 and extend support to OS X. So if you guys are interested in that, I will likely create a new tutorial and an updated tutorial once it's released. And other than that, GeekSnow's developer Blackgeek Tutorials actually has something interesting in the works that I will detail a little bit later. I'm not going to go too into depth on it right now. All I'm going to say is just stay tuned. There will be some rather interesting jailbreak iOS 8 and 7.1 news in the very near future. Also on that note, WWJC recently concluded, which stands for Worldwide Jailbreak Conference. It's actually a play on Apple's WWDC or Worldwide Developers Conference, which is scheduled to take place next month, June 2nd through the 6th. Of course, I will have complete coverage on WWDC and for upcoming coverage on WWJC and iOS 7.1. Just be sure to check out the 7.1 jailbreak archive that I have linked to below from Jailbreak Evasion Info. There is a new article that is slated to be released soon. Of course, just be sure to check it out. It will be listed there once it's publicized. And as for the evaders, the dev team behind the current Evasion 7, iOS 7 through 7.0.6 untethered jailbreak utility, and the original Evasion iOS 6 untethered jailbreak, they're essentially looking towards the future, so iOS 8 and Apple's next round of iDevices. The team isn't really interested in burning through valuable exploits and vulnerabilities unless they have a justifiable reason for doing so. Again, they will once Apple releases iOS 8, so jailbreaking is anything but dead at this point. We have a lot to look forward to in the future, and of course I will keep you guys completely updated on the current jailbreak status, so just be sure to stay tuned for additional videos, details, and in-depth tutorials on future utilities. And now let's talk about Free App Life, a service brought to you by myself and Adrian from Jailbreak Nation and iPod Uplink that easily allows users to earn points by downloading sponsored apps and then redeem points for various prizes such as gift cards and paid application codes from Apple's App Store. we did just launch Free App Life version 3.1, which brings a lot of awesome features to the table, including a new redesign, an updated version for the iPad, as well as a slew of performance and backend enhancements. It even offers a brand new ranking algorithm, which should help more than anything for new Free App Life users and assist current users in downloading the best possible applications for earning points the fastest. And now let's talk about WildStar, an upcoming MMO slated for release at the beginning of next month, June. So it's one personally that I'm somewhat interested in. It brings new things to the otherwise stale MMO genre, such as a new and innovative way of using various abilities dubbed Telegraph, enhanced game mechanics, a comical and cartoon-inspired style, and overall just some really awesome looking classes and abilities. Currently the game is in a closed beta weekend, and in order to get into the closed beta, all you have to do is either pre-purchase the game or download one of the various beta keys available online. I will actually have a link to a forum post down below on the official WildStar site that has links to other various sites giving away authentic beta keys. And if they're not completely used when I post this video, you can join in on some of the action at least until Sunday, which is when the third beta closes. There's also scheduled to be a fourth beta weekend, as well as an open beta. However, dates for the open beta have yet to be announced. And now, also in gaming news, I wanted to discuss an upcoming PlayStation 4 update that should bring not only enhanced share abilities to the console, but also a new platform for editing and sharing various game clips actually on the PlayStation 4 system itself, and it will offer the long-awaited and much requested pre-download feature for unreleased pre-order titles. That way, instead of waiting around for it to download, gamers can actually jump into the action once the game is officially released, which is usually around 12 a.m. for pre-orders. And now I want to talk about my Samsung Galaxy S5 giveaway, which I did announce when I published my 2 videos exclusively covering the S5, again being my Galaxy S5 versus iPhone 5s fingerprint scanner battle, and my video in which I not only dropped the S5, but also test its durability and push it to the max by running it over with the extremely heavy Tesla Model S. Now that giveaway is about to conclude. It will end actually after this weekend, so if you have yet to gain entries, just be sure to go to those 2 videos, rate them up, and leave comments in the comment section. And if you want to gain an entry in this video, again, this is your absolute last chance. Just be sure to rate it up and leave a comment in the comment section. Your entry will also count for my $100 Amazon gift card giveaway, so you will get double the entries in today's episode. And if you don't know what to leave in the comment section, try answering the question of the day. This time around, I'm going to make it 2-parted. First of all, what do you most hope Apple announces at WWDC, mostly related to the company's next major installment to their mobile operating system, being iOS 8? And for the second part, what feature or features would Apple have to include in their upcoming iPhone 6 for you to be more apt to purchase it? Again, just be sure to let me know down below in the comment section or on Jailbreak Tech Info. And if you guys want to be updated more often, such as when I release new videos and cover various things like jailbreak topics, just be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, add me in one of your circles inside of Google+, and follow me on Instagram at ICUID. Again, I'll also have links to everything down below. And one last time, if you own an iOS device and you're interested in earning paid iOS apps for free from Apple's App Store legally, while simultaneously supporting the developers of said apps, just be sure to visit bit.ly/getfreeapplife or freeapplife.com. Inside of Safari, download Free App Life, install sponsored apps for points, and then redeem said points for, again, various prizes like paid application codes and gift cards. Again, I will have additional exciting jailbreak coverage soon, and I'm also planning on posting a new video this coming week related to jailbreaking that I think a lot of you will really enjoy. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.